A message from Psalm 121. Psalm 121 is known as the Psalm of Ascent. There are 15 of them in the Bible. In the ancient days, the Israelites had to travel to Jerusalem from different parts of the country. They would come to the temple to offer sacrifices, and Jerusalem is at the hill. And scholars believe that the few Psalms of Ascent were written as songs or poems for the pilgrims to sing and to recite as they journey to the temple in Jerusalem. And this will make their journey more pleasant and comfortable. For us today as Christians, and as we journey our Christian journey, we can learn from the pilgrims by singing and reciting the Psalms of Ascent when we face challenges and problems. We walked to our Jerusalem, the place where God is, and will be made easier when we recite or sing the Psalm of Ascent. And let us look at some of the lessons we can learn in Psalm 121. Where can we find help in this journey? In life's journey, we Christians cannot escape from the challenges and problems we face daily. We are faced with challenges and problems. There is a tendency for us to draw an irrational conclusion that the presence of God is not with us. In other words, the presence of problems means that the absence of God. And this is not true. Because in Psalm 121, the psalmist in this psalm reminds us that we are Christian and Christian pilgrims and strangers in a foreign land. The road is filled with hazards and difficulties. And this long road and windy road is filled with tears and pain, danger and uncertainties. But this long and windy road will eventually end up in the city of God, that is Jerusalem. And there, we will be feasting and rejoicing in God. And this biblical view about Christian life and journey is found in Psalm 121. Psalm 121 shows us the help we can get in this journey. Number one, our help is not found in hills and mountains. Psalm 121 and verse 1, I will lift up my eyes to the hills. When pilgrims travel in Israel, they will see many mountains, and these mountains reminds them of the God who did mighty works in certain mountains. Abraham offered his son Isaac in Mount Moriah. God gave Moses the law in Mount Sinai. The transfiguration of Jesus took place in a mountain. Elijah's prophetic showdown was at Mount Carmel. Jesus' crucifixion took place in Mount Calvary. Climactic events in biblical time usually took place on mountain. The majestic mountains speak of the majestic God. There are many Bible passages which describe the mountains as a place of blessing, but the mountain is also a place of danger and hardship. Wild animals stay in caves found in the mountain. Pagan cultures build their temples in mountain caves. Mountain can be a place of blessing, and it is also a place of danger. And that is why in Psalm 121, verse 1, the psalmist does not ask us to get help from hills and mountains, because help cannot be found in mountain. Number two, our help cannot be found within ourselves. Psalm 121 verse 1, I'll lift up my eyes to the hills, from whence comes my help. When we look to the hills for help, and we cannot find help, there is a tendency for us to look within ourselves for help. We use our intelligence, we use our knowledge, we use our wisdom, we use our past experiences to handle situations, but we can't find help within ourselves either. The more we do that, the more we will feel disappointed, frustrated, and despair. And finally, we have to look up and look about to find help. Number three, our help can only come from above, that is God. Psalm 121 and verse 2, my help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. The pilgrims look to the hills, he can't find help. The pilgrims looks within himself, he can't find help. And finally, he looks above, he finds help in God. Number four, who is God who can help us? He is the creator of heaven and earth. Psalm 121 verse 2, He made heaven and earth. And because He is the creator of heaven and earth, He is in control of everything. And when we cast our hope on Him, He is not only the God who cares, He is the God who's in control of all circumstances. And when we see God from this perspective, it gives us hope, it gives us new life, it gives us new strength, it makes us want to carry on with this difficult and tough journey. The help we get is not from the hills and within. It is from above. God, the creator of heaven and earth. Number 5, what can this God do? A, He watches over us 24 hours every day. Psalm 121 verses 3 to 4. He will not allow your foot be moved. He who keeps you will not slumber. Behold, He keeps Israel, will neither slumber nor sleep. And B, God give us full protection. Verses 5 and 6. The Lord is your keeper. The Lord is a shade at your right hand. The sun shall not smite you by day, nor the moon by night. And C, God preserve us from all evil and sustains our existence eternally. Verses 7 and 8. The Lord shall preserve you from all evil. He shall preserve your soul. That's your life. The Lord shall preserve your going out and coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Application. We started the new year 2020 with much fear because of COVID-19. And we faced with many uncertainties due to job loss, bad economy, health problems, and others. Psalm 121 reminds us that there is a God who created heaven and earth, and He watches over us 24 hours a day, every day. And B, He gives us full protection. And C, He preserves us from all evil and sustains our existence on earth and beyond. Amen.